Business sound is audible. Okay. So all of you tried that auto scaling part. No issues, right? In the auto scaling. Anybody have any question in auto scaling part? Okay. So we are going with the new topic today. Okay. In the AWS itself, the topic name is IAM. Okay. IAM full form is Identity Access Management. Okay. So basically what happens is till now what is happening, like whenever you are logged into your account, right? Like let me do the sign out here. Okay. And let me sign in again. So basically, whenever we sign in as root user. Okay, root user means the person who is having the entire access of the AWS account. Okay, and then we write our root user email address, then we write the password, and then we log into our AWS account. Right, this is the thing we are doing it from the first class. Now, what we want to do is like this is a single AWS account. I want to give access to other person also. Okay, like they will be also able to log into this instance. They will be also able to launch instance. They also able to launch the S3 bucket like that. So for that particular purpose, you have to click on IAM. Okay, IAM manage access. Okay, I will click on IAM, and rather than giving the entire access, I can share my root user credential also, right? But he will be having the entire ownership of my AWS account, and that is not safe. Okay, so for that, what you can do is you can come to the user section. Okay, when you will come to the user section here, in your case, there will be no user will be created here. Okay, so what you have to do is you will be clicking an option called create user. Okay, and username you will be selecting. Okay, like take an example, I want to create this user account for the John user. Okay, so I am just typing the user John. Now the things they are asking is, do you want to provide this John user the console access? What is a console access? Console access means this browser access, right? This is the console. So do you want that this John user should log in it from the browser? So yes, I will just tick this part. I want to create a new IAM user. Just select the second part. Okay. Now they're saying I will auto generate a password for the John. Are you okay with this? I will say yes. Then I'm taking this box. User must create a new password at next sign in. That means whatever the auto generated password will be there, that user have to change it when he will be doing the first time sign in. That is the thing here. Just simply click on next. Now they will asking that what is the permission you want to give. Okay, what are the permission you want to give, that what are the things John user can do in your account. So I will just click on attach policies directly. Okay, and for now I'm just giving him the access for EC2. Okay, and EC2 also I'm just giving him the read only access. Okay, read only access meaning is that he will be just able to see how many EC2 instances is running everything. Okay, he will be not able to control, he will be not able to launch new EC2 instance. He'll be not able to start instance, stop instance. Just he'll be able to see that. That's it. Read only access. I will just tick this box, come down, click on next, click on create user. So now a user is created. Wait, let me cancel it because I did not copy the username and password. Okay, so see, they created the credentials here, right? They created the username, console, password, signing URL, everything. Okay. Now, what we can do is we can email this instruction to another person, right? So let me just open a private tab here, and I'm going to the awsamazon.com. Okay. So there are two ways to do the sign in. The first way is, okay, for that particular John user perspective, I am showing you. Okay, he will be doing the sign in here. Okay. Once he'll be clicking sign in, he will be not able to do the root user because he is not the root user. He is the IAM user. So he will select the second option. As soon as he is selecting the IAM user, it is not asking the email address. It is asking the 12-digit account ID. Okay. So what he will do is he will just ask me the 12-digit account ID. For me, the account ID is this one, 5474, this one you are saying. So I will just copy this account ID, okay, and I will pass it to that particular person, John user. So he will give this particular account ID here and he will click on next, okay. He will click on next and then he will write the username. What is the username? He will type and whatever the password is there that he will type. Okay. If you don't want that he should manually type this 12-digit account ID or everything. Okay. So what he can do is, okay, I can directly give him this particular URL also. If he will type this particular URL, okay, then what is going to happen? He will directly land to that particular page where account ID will be already typed, right? Here we manually type the account ID. Here you'll see that automatically this is going to open a page in which account ID will be already typed. So both the way you can use it. Okay, account ID is necessary like this. See here automatically this is getting typed. Once this came, let me close the previous tab. Now I have to write the username. For this user, username is John. How we are seeing this? Username is John. What is the password? I will just copy this password and I will paste it here. That's it. I will do the sign in. And during the first time sign in, definitely they will ask us to change the password. So I have to enter the old password again. Whatever the new password I want to select, that I can just type it here. And then do the confirm password change. Password is going to be changed. And now we are going to log into a new AWS account. Okay. Not new AWS account, basically a new owner of this AWS account came. Okay. Now who is managing this AWS account? John. Okay. This is my main account. This one. This is my main account. Who is managing this? The user DevOps training. And here the account ID directly coming, right? Downside. But in this IAM user account, you're saying it is clearly saying that it is maintained by the John at the rate. Basically, the main owner of this account is this one, 547741. And you are just the IAM user. That's it. Okay. Now, as the IAM user, I don't given you the entire permission or something. You cannot do everything. Right? Like take an example, if you try to go to the billing dashboard, you will be not having the permission to do that. Okay, so let this billing open. See, you don't have the permission for this as a John user. As a John user, I don't have the permission to see the S3 bucket or something. Okay, I cannot see any S3 bucket that was created in my account. Okay, nothing is there. Even if I'll try to create the bucket, it will give permission error. Okay, if I give some details here, my test AWS something like this, I'm giving some random name here and I'm just trying to click on create bucket. This is going to fail because I don't have the permission, okay, to create the bucket. Okay. Similarly, I cannot do anything even if I'll come to the EC2 instance. In the EC2, I have the permission only for the read-only access. Okay, I can see how many instances are running. So I saw here that 3 instances is there. Okay, so if I will try to select this instance and I will try to start this instance, I don't have the permission to do this. You are not authorized to perform this. That means whatever the permission I will give to this particular John user, he will be able to do only that work. By default, he don't have any permission. I given him the permission for EC to read only access. That's why he is able to see all the instances here. Okay. Now again, if I want that this particular user, John user, can start the instance, can stop the instance, can launch the instance, right? So in that case, what I have to do is I have to go to the user section again. Okay, for this John user, currently I have the permission for read-only access. I will click on add permission here. Okay, attach policies directly, search for EC2, and this time I want to give him the full access of the EC2 instance. Okay, so since I given the full access, add permission, so now he have all the access of the full access, right, of the EC2. Now he will try to start the instance. Previously it was failing. Let me refresh this page. Okay, now if he will try to start the instance, this time there is no error is going to come and say instance got started. Okay, similarly, that means we can launch the instance also as a John user because now we have the permission to do that. Okay. But again, if we will try to do the S3 bucket, IAM user or other permission, he will be not able to do so because he don't have the power to do that. He have the power for only for the EC2 instance. That's why he was able to start the instance, the instance running. It is taking a little bit time here. I don't know, there is some problem is coming in this instance. Let me start the second instance. This will start faster. So first one also got meanwhile started. Now if I want to stop this, I can stop this. So as a John user, I am able to do the control because I got the permission. So that only things I just want to show you. Okay. So hope up to here it is clear. Okay, that whatever the permission you are going to give to this particular user, okay, he will be able to do that particular task only. Okay. Currently, he is not able to see the S3 part, right? He is not able to see any bucket, whatever we already created. Okay. Like whenever he'll try to go to the S3, he is not able to see anything. Okay. And even I show you, he'll try to create a bucket, nothing will happen because we don't have the permission. But now if I'll coming here to our root account, who can change the permission? Root only. I'm just adding a permission here. And this time I'm giving the permission for S3 also. And S3, take an example, I'm giving him the full access, not the read only. I'm giving the full access. I'll just select here, click on next, click on add permission. So since I given him the S3 permission now, so now what is going to happen is if he is trying to refresh this page, so previously there was no bucket was visible. Now if you'll go in the bucket section, right, he is able to see the bucket. Okay, again there is some insufficient permission is coming, but now see that is gone because it will take some time to reflect. Okay, but now say it's got reflected and bucket is visible. If I go inside the bucket, everything, all the files, whatever the things we created, right, everything I am able to see because I have the full access of the S3 bucket. Okay, but that doesn't mean that I can control other part also because for other things I don't have the permission. Still, I don't have the permission for billing, so I cannot see the billing part, right? So these all are the things that we can manage. So what are the permission you want to give? You can give the permission. Okay. Now there is some two interesting permission is there. Okay. There are two interesting permission. Okay. So first what I'm going to do is accept the change password because this permission got attached directly. Okay. So he can change his password. All these three permission I am removing. Since I remove all the three permission, right now as a this person, even he will try to go to the easy to instance or something, he'll be not able to do so because the permission is not there. So you'll be not able to see the instances also because you are not authorized. Okay. Now there is one interesting permission called add permission. Okay, and the permission name is power user access. If you're going to give the power user access, okay, power user access, this last one, okay, and click on next and click on add permission. So the person who is having the power user access now, he can do anything in your account. He will have the EC2 file access, S3 full access, auto scaling full access, everything he can do. Okay. So as a John user now, if he will try to refresh this page, now he will be able to see the instances, right? He'll be able to see the auto scaling. He'll be able to see the load balancer, everything like volumes, all the permission he have, right? As a power user. Okay. As a power user, you will be having the access for S3, EFS, all the AWS services. Okay, what are the things you cannot do as a power user access? The first thing you cannot do as a power user access is IAM. You cannot open the IAM. Okay, IAM is the main service which help us to manage the permission. So as a power user permission, if you want that I will go here in the IAM section and we'll be managing the user, that cannot be possible because you are the power user, you are not the root user, right? So you cannot change the permission anything. So this is the first limitation of the power user access. Second limitation is power user access. Person cannot see the billing by default. Billing also is disabled for you. Okay. Other than that, everything you can do in the account. Just you cannot manage the permission of the people. Okay. And you cannot see the billing. These two things you cannot do. Okay. Now there is one more permission. Let me just remove the power user access also. Okay. And there is one more permission, add permission, attach policy directly. And the permission is admin access. Okay. Administrator access. if somebody is getting the admin access except the power user access, okay, so now we have the admin access, we don't have the power user access, okay. So as an administrator access, you can do anything in the AWS account again. Okay, let me show you from the EC2 side. We'll be able to see the EC2. We'll be able to see everything here. Okay, and the benefit of the IAM, this one, admin account is that they will be able to see the IAM also. As a power user access, you cannot control the IAM user, right? But now as a admin user, you can control the IAM. You can add the user, you can change the permission of the user. Even you are the logged in as a John user, right? You can change the permission of John user also. If I want to add any permission to the John, that also I can do. I can click on add permission, attach policy directly. Let me just keep the S3 permission. Even if we give it, don't give it, doesn't make sense because we already have the admin power. So we already have the S3 access. But see, we can add the permission to the John user also because now I have the administrator access. Okay. The only limitation of this account is by default you will be not able to see the building dashboard. Okay, except that everything you can do. Power user access, two things you cannot do: billing and admin. IAM user access, administrator permission will give you everything. Only the billing access will be disabled. Any confusion up to here? This permission thing. Any confusion up to here? No. Okay. So this is the thing we created up to here. Okay. And now the next thing is, and see, if you want to send a mail instruction or something, so this type of the email automatically got generated. Okay. So this is the thing. And once you will try to do the login, you'll be able to see everything. Okay. Then there is a concept of group. Okay. So let me again come to my root account. And, I'm removing all the permission. I'm removing the admin permission also. Just remove it. I don't have any permission for this user John currently. Okay. Now there is a group already created. Let me just delete this group. So now we don't have any group or something. Okay. So I'm creating another group here. Okay. Group, and group I'm creating with the name called DevOps. Okay. Take an example. Inside this DevOps group, I want to add some user. Okay, so it's totally on you which user you want to add. Whether you want to add the user now or no, that also your choice. This is optional in nature. If you want to add John user here, then you can just select this box. If you don't want, don't do anything. So currently I'm not adding the user to group. I'm just creating a group here with the name called DevOps. And I'm saying that inside the DevOps group, whoever the person is going to be added, whoever the user is going to be added, okay, they should have some permission. Like first permission, I am giving him S3 full access. Second permission, I am giving him EC2 full access, something like this. Then I am giving something called auto scaling permission. I also take an example. Auto scaling full access. So like this three permission I added. I am clicking on create group. So now what happened is basically for this DevOps group got created. Okay. And in this DevOps group, currently there is no user is added. Okay. But three permission I added here. Okay. EC2 full access, S3 full access, auto scaling full access. Okay. That means if somebody will be added in the DevOps group, what are the permission they will get it by default? This three permission. Okay. So currently as a John user, if you'll try to see this is a John user. If I'll try to refresh this, I don't have any permission, right? I'm not able to see the instance. I'm not able to S3 bucket, see nothing like that, right? Because we don't have the permission. But as soon as here, I'm just going to this add user. Either you can add the user from here also, just click on add user button, you can add it, or you can go to the users tab, go to the John, okay. And here you can also say that I want to add this John user to a group, like add user to group, and I want this John user to add it in the group called DevOps. Both the way you can do it. So since I added this John user in a group called DevOps, so whatever the permission was attached here, EC2 full access, auto scaling, S3, right? All three permission came here. EC2 full access, S3, auto scaling, all the three permission came here. Okay. And since all these three permission came here, so now the John user will try to refresh this, he'll be able to see the instance. See, he is able to see the instance. So that's the benefit. Okay, that means you can just add some permission to the group, and to this group, whatever the user you will be adding, all the permission of that group will be added there. Okay, and if somebody is already added some permission in the DevOps group, right, and now I want some extra permission to the join user, that also I can do. I will click on this add permission, attach policy directly. Take an example, I just want to give one more extra permission called, let's give admin only for now. Okay, click on next, click on add permission. So I added one more extra permission, right? But this permission I added directly to this. Okay, and this permission I added from the group. Okay, so as soon as this group will be removed, like take an example, I'm removing this group. Okay, I'm removing this group. So now what will happen, whatever the permission came from the group, that is gone. Okay, now we have only the permission from all these things. Okay, I think S3 I manually added, that's why it is showing. Let me just delete it. But it is like that, it is coming. And as soon as somebody will add the group here, like I'm adding the group called DevOps, so whatever the permission was there, everything will be added. Okay, so this is the thing. And now you will see in the permission, so see all the 3 permission came there. So hope this is clear to you. Any question, anything up to here?
I think we need a practice, so then we'll have questions, sir. As of now, no questions, sir.
Okay. So what do you want me to do? To continue or just wait up to here so you practice?
Yeah, we'll practice up to here.
Okay. So basically, see, whatever the screenshot you are seeing it here now, this is little bit different, because if you will try to see, this is not the way we attach the permission or something. We came to the users, up to here the section was same. Okay. But see here the username and this part was different, right? Here they are giving console access, but this time they were giving some different option, right? So that's why rather than going to this documentation, I uploaded one documentation here called AWS user creation one. This is the latest one. So just refer this document, and this is the document we are referring to, right? Username, enable console access, auto generated password, right? These all things. So this is the new screenshot. You can check it, but doesn't matter whether you are doing this or you are seeing the previous thing. If you know the concept, no matter like after 10 days or after 1 year, even AWS will change the part, right? But if we know that console access means browser access, then you will take this automatically. These all things, whatever they will say, we'll just keep reading and then we'll be doing that like that way. Okay, so just you can do this. And this CLI part of this, I will be taking it in the next class. Okay, so basically next class will be creating the user for the CLI. Currently, we are creating the user from the browser. CLI is if somebody want to launch the instance, right? If somebody want to launch the instance by here, you will be typing some command here like AWS S3LS, something like this, and it is going to log into your AWS account. Okay, and it will read how many bucket is created in the S3 bucket, and they will be listing it here. Okay, so that type of the things we can do. So these all things we will be seeing it in the next class. So meanwhile, just practice up to this user creation. Okay, and try to give them power user permission, administrator permission, EC2 access. See, like if I'm removing the permission, what is happening? Okay, these all things we can just check.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, then just practice up to here. Okay, so we can continue in the next class. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay then. Thanks all of you. Have a nice day.